switch to the anti-gravity, you know. So I have updated my breathing app. I have few sales in that thing. This is very strange for me because app is very simple, but maybe people love this simplicity, I don't know. I have added the animation stuff, and I also worked on the style and themes, etc., and added a few techniques. This is a very simple app, and as you can see, the logo is not super hard too. It's very simple. So the app looking like that. I have light theme now and some idiotic animation I have generated. Probably I should work more on that, but it is working for me, and I think it will work for everyone. But I found something like that. I don't like how it seemed in the white colors because it's not readable. So let's whine about it. Let me open the Super Whisper, by the way. Actually, on Windows the voice input is working without any additional stuff, so it's better. But anyway. So let me try this thing maybe. Or maybe this thing. I can put my micro here. So let's fix the display of the text on the white theme. Yeah, working. Let's improve the splash. Okay, Evgeny Shevchenko, I really think that it is you. No, probably no, because I don't have resources for the animated one. Maybe it's not hard to do. I will ask ChatGPT Claude to do some simple animation for the splash. If it is simple, let's do this, but nowadays nobody doing a lot of work in the splash. You can open almost every app and you will not see any animation or something like that, only for the game loader, etc., because there is some kind of a lot of time that is wasted on loading the resources, and for my apps it's not like this. I have loader for the smoke tracker, but it's doing nothing, just wasting users' time. So yeah, splash is not our priority. Probably today I will buy the new pair of Hoka, the Hoka Bondi, because I have damaged the current one boots, because I'm actively moving on and moving around. So 1 year is yes, React Native is something that I use a lot now. Actually, I'm using it for all new apps, and I will continue usage of it for the new apps. I will also probably stream today about my desktop unbelievable application for in the C# for the Edward. The app is kind of app for the mobile developers, so maybe it will be like cool. So we are removing the locks here, and we are fixing the initializer here. Let's reload it by pressing R key, R. So let's see. Yeah, appearance is better because it's now the darker colors. Let's see it in the dark, by the way. So still working just fine. Let's improve this animation because it feels like I hate it. and I definitely don't like it. So let's fix it. Please fix the animation of those things. When I switch the themes, this check mark is jumping a lot. Some insect is attacking me, probably under the table. Or maybe it is my mind, because I'm pretty anxious guy. So sometimes I feel something that is not true. But sometimes I catch something bigger than I was expecting. So we have a short spring right now. Yes. It's still shit, but it's better. Let's commit this change soon. And I think we are ready to publish this update. Okay, I don't like this in white theme, by the way. And this thing is also not working nice in light theme, so we have some work to do. Let's improve the display of this stuff in white theme. Not scheme, but anyway. Sound is jumping because the Super Whisper is doing some magic with microphone. Or maybe it is like the default functionality of the AirPods. On the Windows it is working better, by the way. But web camera is not working well on Windows, I don't know why. But maybe it is related to the ports. Maybe I need to try another ports, I don't know. How is Codex Max? It is nice, but I actually don't see it in my toolkit, because I don't need it, man. I don't need Codex Max. There is no point for me to use Codex Max, because Claude is better performing. And Codex maybe is better for the short bug fixes for me, because it is more precise, but for starting developing, or for the adding new feature when you need more code to be produced, Claude is performing better for me. So something like that. And I still don't like this thing. I still don't like this thing. By the way, maybe I need to upgrade my mouse, because I have a Max Master 3 and now there is a Max Master 4. But it feels like there is no reason to do so, just in the name of upgrading. And maybe I don't have budget for this stuff. Sorry, something is scratching. Maybe it's just air, because I have air conditioning on. Today I ran very fast for me. I have outrun. I have the third best result in my trekking life. And it is cool, because in the previous attempt I had more experience and I was lighter than now, and now I'm heavier, I have more training now. And I have almost the same result that I had before in my prime. So that's cool. Maybe it is actually related to the fact that I use Hoka Clifton now, but they are already very old. The next app will be WinRun. No, it's not like that. There is a very good amount of running apps, so there is no point for me to do something like that. I made my apps because others was too cluttered, I don't know, but for running the default functionality is just working just fine, so there is no reason to use it, to use other stuff. Maybe if you would like to have some coaching, you would try some other apps, but I don't need the coach for running because in my opinion running is a very simple activity, especially in an amateur league, so you don't need to waste any money on some special apps to just start running and start improving around running, etc. So yeah, it's pointless in my opinion. Some reason I have some errors here, maybe it's old one. Yeah, because I don't see it now. Let's recheck in the dark mode, by the way. Yes, it feels like everything is working just fine. I don't like the clutter of this stuff here, by the way. Maybe we need to mix premium with free one. I mean, like, the library is pretty much cluttered because I don't have quick access and the UX is kind of overwhelming me already, so let's ask our friend to do something with that, and if he does some shit, we will direct him with more direct, with more straight guidelines. So I don't like how the library is organized right now because it is too much overwhelming. Let's organize it better so the free user will be able to run the favorite technique. It's very fast paced. Yeah, let's see what he will produce here. By the way, I have already pushed maybe 12 changes in the GitHub, even more, because you know I have the workflow like I'm waking up and I'm creating some article for 3 of my apps, the landing page for my apps, and after that I work on other stuff. And as you can see, it is kind of working, as I already have shown on the streams. The SEO is kind of working. Probably I will have better results if I would be more precise, but it's still nice for me. And I also have some sources in analytics of Google Apps, Google Play Store, and I see that few guys take my server tracker just from navigating from the website, so it's kind of working. And I have some non-index page because Google has detected that it is too much AI slope in these articles, but anyway. So, how would you like the library to be reorganized for success? First thing, yeah, yes, maybe that stuff will work better. Because it's now like all in one and it is too overwhelming, maybe we can just have a tab all at the end of this list and it would work better. So let me go to the Google Play. By the way, I have submitted today a Where Was application for the T app for the Android. I have ported it in a very quick pace, like 3 days, and I was able to pass the review already. So, but I haven't like posted the Wear OS because update was rejected. I need to fix something here. Go to policy status, playlist in description, view details. How to fix? Doesn't mention. Okay. So I just will ask my friend For example, here, oh, they have rearranged this thing too. And for example, yeah, kind of that. Blah blah blah. Let's provide the original description of my app, of my Wear OS app, not the default one. So let's see this change here. Yeah, this is my description for the Wear OS. And let's point it here. And let's wait for the Opus to produce some results. In the meantime, let's check this thing here. It is working and was compacting the conversation. Just as I mentioned, here's a few options. Okay, yeah, sounds like a plan. Wear OS support. Combine options 1 and 2. Yeah, okay, we can update the listing for the main app too. So for example, let's save it here. Let's publish our stuff again for the review. Let's also go to the main app here. Oh, actually here. Grow users listings. Hooray. It is live. As you can see, there is no... Oh, okay, it is shared one. Okay, let's just add these things then in the features. Perfect for blah blah. Yeah, let's go here with Wear OS support. That's fine. And I will need to resend it. Oh no, you need to restart review, but no problem. So I have resent this thing, we can wait a bit, we have changed some description. I have a few screenshots of this stuff here, by the way, let me show you. So the Wear OS is looking like that. You have some stats here. You have a step going on. And you can select a T, and it is synced between the app and the Wear OS app. So kind of cool and very quick to do. I just asked Claude, hey man, just do this shit. So let's go to the breathing, because we will soon update this thing. Let's reload it to see what is going on right here. Let's open the library. Hooray, we have changed this thing here. Favorites is empty, so we need to change the order of this stuff. Let's open techniques, then programs, and then favorites. So let's change the order. Favorites should be at the end if they are empty. If they are not empty, let it be first. Some message on the Telegram. China up. Yeah, I have it, Eugene. I have it for the Apple Watch too. But there is not a lot of guys who are using the T app on the watches, so maybe you will find some bugs. But actually I'm using it by myself, but on the phone mainly. But you can use it on the watch. For sure, you can install it on watch. When you install it on the phone, you will receive the Wear OS app as well, because it is companion app, it's not separate. So let me check this logic. Yeah, we have this order right now. Let's actually brag about this stuff on the Twitter, because it is a part of the game. So we have this thing here. Maybe I need to answer Eugene in the Telegram. Yes, I have it, man. It is companion app, so you can install it like that in the App Store. I can provide the link a bit later, or you just can go to the trefoil Trailblazer. Trailblazer. Okay. So this thing is generated. We have replaced some stuff. Blah blah blah. And let's test it and add something to the favorites. For example, board reason. Hooray! I favorite it. Okay, we have one favorite then. Maybe we need more space on the sides because it's like no division here and I hate how it looks. But maybe I just don't care. Let's don't show the count, by the way, there is no reason of doing so. Let's don't show any count on the favorites. Because, you know, I don't think this will be a lot of favorites and we don't need to be able to quickly understand if we have some favorites or not. There is no point of doing so. But now the design is much better balanced in my opinion. So we can build this stuff using this command local because I don't wanna waste any cloud credits on this stuff. I can just use my power machine. It's not super powerful already, I have M1 max, but maybe when I get rich from some my side quests, or maybe I will just, you know, go to the full-time job. But I don't have such plans right now because right now I value my free time much more than the amount of cash flow, because the amount of free time allows me to enjoy my life, to solve my fitness problems, and to work on the streams, to work on my apps, to create something. And it is kind of retreat, or maybe something like that. But I have some small work going on, so I can rent a house and buy some food, and it will be not bad food. But for sure, I see that if I pay more attention to the work, I would earn much more. Maybe 5 or 6 times more. But I don't have such plans right now, because I still think that I will be able to do the indie hacking great again. So yeah, it's kind of risking right now for some future benefits that can never be achieved. Where we can find a normal remote job to live like. Hey man, thanks for asking for first of all, but my story begins 9 years ago, when the Upwork was working much better. That's why, you know, I create something, I create some reputation on Upwork, I work my ass off on Upwork, and I have some reputation, and now I have some few ongoing clients that with me for many years, and they trust me and I trust them, but they don't have any active development. That's why I have some few maintenance going on that allows me to live like that. But initially, yeah, you need to work more and you need to try to find some remote jobs on Upwork, on the LinkedIn, on sites like that. Actually, right now, the Telegram chat is also working very nice, but it's Russian specific, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, some community groups is working well too. Good luck. Yeah, so it's just a part of the game, you know. When I have started, I needed to work more. Now I don't, but maybe I will like feel the consequences of my current decisions soon. For example, I be automated by Claude Opus 5 or something, and my strategy was wrong then. But it is what it is. I'm single. I don't have any responsibilities. That's why I can experiment with my life how I would like to live a lot. If I have a family or something like that, probably I will not be able to travel around the world and working like 40 hours per month and blah blah blah. And doing some streaming, podcasting, and running and fitness stuff. And battling alcoholism. So yeah. I just quit my main job, but I hope to find remote work. Last time I had about 2 years, but I failed. Yeah, in current market it is hard to find actually, but it is possible for sure, especially as I understand you have some experience. That's why you are much better than beginners on this field. So I hope you will, I wish you good luck, and I hope you will find some remote work, because remote is much better than office, in my opinion. For sure there is a lot of cool office jobs, but the most of office jobs are just sucks ass. You know, there is a lot of very nice things like fun type companies, maybe Tesla or something like that, when you are working on something cool, and it is possible only in big companies on site. But the vast majority of jobs are just not so cool, and remote format is much better in my opinion. And it also depends on the personality. For example, I really like the freedom. I really like to plan my day by myself. That's why, you know, I don't like the routine that is not mine. Actually, it's one of the reasons I am building some indie stuff, because even on remote work I need to be in some constrained circumstances. But if I would success as an indie developer, it is like totally dependent on myself. So yeah, it's the pursuit of freedom until I die, kind of that style of life. Let me check Telegram. Nothing happens. But anyway. So, the build process is very long, because this is the native stuff when you are building some mobile apps. Oh, and for some reason Discord is taking a lot of energy. I don't know why. Maybe now we will increase the speed of the compile. But yeah, the speed of compile for the mobile is still not super fast, especially for React Native. The Flutter building is much faster, by the way. But for the React Native there is a lot of Stripe logic, because we have a big libraries reanimated, and so we need to include the needed parts of it and don't include the not needed parts. So yeah, it's not so quick. Let's ask our friends actually to produce release notes between those versions. Let's create the tag for the release to track it, and let's ask it like, produce what's new in 3 lines between 1.3 version and 1.2 version. So as you can see, I am pretty much automating everything I can. And it is working just fine. So let me go to this stuff here and create new builds and upload it. For some reason there is no cool app to make releases for the Google Play, and actually probably I will work on something by myself. I will show you soon what I'm working right now. It's a C# program based on a Valonia framework. So yeah, maybe I will change the game for the Google kind of guys. Actually, I'm thinking of upgrading my stuff to the Google Pixel and Pixel Watch, etc. But maybe I will not. I still don't understand if I need to upgrade, because it is working and it is working just fine. So it feels like I don't need to upgrade. Yes. And yes again and again. Everything is fetched. Actually today I've been able to set up applets. For some reason they don't have Georgia, but they have Taiwan, and I have residential card of Taiwan. That allows me to register in applets. But I have Georgian card to play, so I don't know if it will play well together. Let's see. They have some promo credits, so I need to create some promo campaign and to test some keywords. For example, the best conversion I have for the Sober Tracker, so probably I need to promote Sober Tracker. But the next place is Water Tracker, so maybe I need to promote Water Tracker, because actually I think that Water Tracker has more potential. I still think that it is kind of useful app. It's not bad. It had some problems with the notifications, but I have fixed them. Hopefully have fixed them. Maybe I have not. I don't know. Because for me it is working, but I have few folks who said that it is not working for them. But it was before the patch, so maybe patch has worked. Also today I have turned on the air purifier here in my room. It is very cool. Actually I have very nice microclimate here. I can just don't leave the house, don't make any mistake. But I really love to walk, so today I will definitely do this again. One of the things that I can, brag about it, by the way, I have so much better resting right now. I mean, like, today I run very fast. And I have, like, a huge pulse for me. 160. And in previous life, I mean, like, 1 month ago maybe, or maybe 2 weeks ago, this pulse would sustain like 110 for 3 or 4 hours. But now I have like already 55. So it's super cool. The power of health of hearts improved a lot. And I feel like when I see the pulse at the night around 40, it is very cool. When it will go under the 40, I don't know, I will panic a bit, because it's called like bradycardia. But now everything seems fine. But for sure at the evening I don't have any energy. I mean, like at 8 p.m. I already preparing to sleep. I don't understand that something is happening, etc. So let me prepare the release notes, because release notes is a part of the game, by the way. Part of the CO, and stores are really loving when you are producing some release notes for your apps. It's not important for big guys, that's why you can see they post something like few fixes or UI fixed and bug fixed. But for small guys like me, it is the part of the game. So user can see like, oh, the app is upgraded and the guy is producing this stuff and I'm interested in this stuff. And maybe it is also improving the ISO, I don't know. So I have sent this thing to check. Let's wait the iOS build. And after that I will use Helm for that. By the way, this thing should be released today already. Yes, that's cool. Let's go to this thing. As you can see, I'm using the Helm. Very cool and handy small app for the App Store submission. And the most coolest thing in this thing, it's like you can translate the release notes. It's not important for this app because currently I support only English, because I'm, actively working on the app. That's why there is no point to localize anything. I will localize my app only when I will have some code freeze or something, and it's not the case for now. So I need to call the transporter app. For some reason my voice is already getting tired because of streaming. Maybe I need to drink more water. Maybe I lost a lot of water when I was running today. I don't know. Let's go to the Twitter and brag about something like that. So I have changed the library view of my Flowbreeze app. Actually, it is the most beautiful app I have developed, maybe, in this indie run. And I have few sales already. One on iOS and one on Android. So let's post it in the built-in public. Let's check the notification. Nothing happened, but the app bragging is here. So let's deliver it. We need to deliver it before we are going to use this build for submission. This is how it works. I can set up the fast lane, but it seems like I don't need this thing because it's not a huge amount of work, and I'm testing kind of my apps by myself, so I will definitely have some manual work anyway. That's why I'm not super like concentrated on this stuff. Anyway, after that submission, we will work on the desktop app, or maybe on the game. I don't know. Let's clone the game, by the way, to this directory. The game name is Actually, what was the game? Maybe I haven't published it. Game name. Pass of Arrows. It was Pass of Arrows. Yes. The fresh repo. That's why, you know, I don't understand. I don't remember the name. So let's try to open it and see if it is working. Because maybe it is not. Remove missing, remove all. Let's import the project. Let's see, it should be in the projects, in the TT, trefoil trailblazer, if you didn't catch it. Pass of Arrows, and let's, yes. And let's edit now, so we can try to already run it. Or maybe we'll face some errors. So as you can see, it is not working. Okay, it is working. We have some basic, let's play the game. So it is a kind of a game that is not working well, but it will be just like puzzle. And it's not super interesting game to play, but it is start of something bigger. I will definitely increase the size of the play level. I will add some dynamics, or maybe I will postpone this game and work on some simpler game that I have in my mind. For example, the Metro Balancer game that feels like more simpler to implement. It's kind of super casual, hyper casual games, like they call it. But yeah, I have few options to work on. Because actually, for example, the sober tracker, the smoke tracker, the anxiety pulse, the T app maybe. Besides any feedback I will receive, I have completed them. There is no work to do on them, other than marketing work. So yeah, maybe some drinking buddies type of stuff like social networking for the sober tracker. But I've been thinking about this stuff, and actually the drinking is still very stigmatized, I don't care, in our society, so I don't think that sober tracker with some social networking stuff will work well, because it is something you wanna hide. And maybe after some time you are proudly pronouncing that you are not drinking, but vast majority of us are hiding this stuff. For example, me by myself, I was telling myself and other guys that I don't have any problems, but I already have them. So yeah, it's not something very social. Networking is helping or something like that, in my opinion. That's why I don't have plans to do so. To implement some social kind of stuff, like let's meet drops a booth with my friends or something. But maybe I'm wrong. So can we update something here, by the way? Or this stuff is not working at all? Okay, let's just uninstall this thing. And let's run Party Pulse. So this app is about managing the in-apps products for your mobile apps. Helm was one of the app I was like motivated by. I have ASO Dev app, but they are too complex and they don't allow you to manage the in-apps purchases cost in easy way, and I would like to I would like to manage it. For example, now if you are using some revenue cat or something, you can set your your prices by some indexes like PPP index or something, and it's actually working and increasing your sales. For example, yesterday I have fixed 3 prices for 5 markets for my top 3 products, and I already have like 2 sales on the India market, because the people in India would like to waste some money on my apps, but they don't have like possibility to waste a lot. That's why you need to manage your prices accordingly to the country prices, etc. And it actually can increase your sales a lot. This was the hottest take for me yesterday. There is a few apps that allow you to do so, but there are some Chrome extension and some ISO dev subscriptions that allows you to manage the prices for subscriptions, but nothing for in-apps. And I am building on the tool that will allow you to manage in-apps actually, in-apps prices according to the indexes. So yeah, I have started yesterday in the lobby when I was waiting for the cleaning to be finished. So there is nothing I can show you maybe right now, but let's continue our work by using the cloud. Let's run it here and resume our work here. Also, let's post this thing on GitHub, because it's still not posted. Let's call it initial commit. Actually, it's not initial commit already, but anyway. And let's post it to the Flutter Blazor repository organization. So let's switch back to the cloud. Let's resume. Hooray, 1 day ago. Let's continue develop. Yesterday I said to that thing like, hey man, I need to go to eat. Let's continue tomorrow. And he said like, oh, hooray man. Have a nice lunch. So we are continuing our work on this project. We could also work on the game, by the way, but I don't know, I don't feel like I would like to work on this game particularly. Maybe I should work on other game, on the Metro Balancer, for example. Because for this thing I need to work on level design much more. I need to have some story. As you can see, we have some working here. Working stuff here already. We have some dashboard settings, pricing strategy, everything is like something is happening, you know. And it is a Valonia, so it will work everywhere. And let's brag about this stuff already. Alex G followed me, followed him back. Nice, my parents already use a T-timer. Yeah, you are right, but for sure my app is better, is more convenient than just stopwatch. Especially if you have steeps, multi-steep teeth. Love the color scheme. Thank you, man. And let's also post something like that. And I'm also started to cook the indie hacking app to make the in-apps pricing management easier for mobile app developers for both platforms. Because actually this management is a pain in the ass. Now, especially if you haven't integrated revenue cat. So, cooking. So let's get back to the rider. Next step. Yeah, it is working, man, but yeah, we need integration for sure. We can post the tech stack, by the way. I don't think it is important, but anyway. So let's explore the code. By the way, we need to create the Claude MD. I don't think we have it for this repository. I will ask my friend Claude to do this after this feature, because it will have some context inside of it. And about the game, let's see the Notion. Hopefully it will open, not some private page that I wouldn't like to share. Yes. So we have some metro balancer stuff. Let's go with Godot, by the way. And let's translate this to English too. Let's ask the Claude here. Make the PRD in English and just communicate in English. Russian is just an input language for the document. Yeah, because it is more effective, in my opinion, for the technical docs. VR mode. Refine mechanics, please. Which store integration we build first? Let's start with iOS, okay. User should be allowed to upload because I feel yeah, because I feel like it is doing some strange things, like only for me. Combine this thing in one doc so I can pour it to the cloud code. And let's check the rate limits, by the way? Oh, everything is just fine. So we are creating some comprehensive PRD for measure balance game. I feel like measure balance would be a much simpler game to develop than path of arrows, but I will develop the path of arrows a bit later. Because I need more work. I need to think more, yeah, about this stuff. It's not something I can just create in a very quick way. I need to talk with my friend who originally proposed this idea. I need to store some feedback, initial feedback. I need to develop some debugger tools for the layout design. So it's much harder than Metro Balancer, in my opinion. But maybe not. Maybe it's just today I wanna work on this thing actually, because it feels like I can earn some money on it. But maybe I will not, and it is like fantasies, like always. Let's see. Let's see, and let me pour some drink because my throat is dry. So it's kind of some soda water. There is a lot of cool soda waters in the Thailand. And especially zero sugar soda waters. So for example, this is kind of peach and pineapple soda water without sugar. Of course, there is some harm in the artificial sweeteners, but the sugar is worse than any sweeteners you can imagine, especially in the amount like 2 or 3 cans of the sugar. It's not good. Actually, it's not also good 2 or 3 cans of artificial sweeteners, but it is what it is. So what we have here, by the way, let's close this because we don't need it right now. And we have something in review already. I'm trying to do one app, one day, one review, kind of that. But sometimes I'm not able to produce, so anyway. Peach. So some message. Action required. Rejected. Your playlisting description doesn't mention tile or complication. Okay, I already don't like it. I mean, like, why I need to post something like that? Like, your app has rejected because you haven't mentioned something. I think this is automatically preceded. So we need to fix this thing. Okay. But they have posted my app already. And it is now not having the companion app. So okay. Actually, why not? We are streaming. Let's work on that stuff too. Hopefully I have RAM to run the Android Studio and Rider at one time. Because it is a really hard thing to do, by the way. But it should be working just fine. So let's open Claude here, or maybe Codex. I don't know, because Codex is even better for the fixing some small errors. And actually it is only one thing, it is better than Claude, in my opinion. So we are just posting any needed information for a friend. For some reason I couldn't paste image. Okay, it's not important. And what about this stuff here? We are just working. Okay, by the way, the hover should be fixed. V1 MVP. Okay, I can see the issue. Okay, it's pasted at the end, so I haven't like catched it with my eyes. Okay, let's fix this thing. Let's fix this listing thing too. Let's ask it, because I don't know. Maybe the complication is something different. Ongoing activity. Okay, maybe I should just turn off the complications, I don't know. But let's fix my home screen at first, and then I will pour this thing too. Hopefully it will work just fine, but if not, we'll just fix it, so nothing to worry about. Actually, I'm not getting why people are so nervous when they are submitting some apps to the Google or Apple, because you can always fix your problems and resubmit. This is not like die or be alive kind of situation. So yeah, but there's always a lot of bragging, a lot of oh no, I finally have passed the review, but it's not super hard. There is a millions of the apps in the app stores and Google store, so everybody can do this. Maybe the first one is something that can shake your soul, but I am too experienced in that stuff. So if it is rejected, you can just fix it and enjoy yourself. Everything is fixed in parallel. So we are just, my job is to like see what is happening, and if something happening not right, I need to fix the pipeline or workflow or pour some additional information and do some manual checks and do some uploads, etc. So yeah, it's like operator of PC of LLM, not the actual development. But those things are not super interesting. I mean, like, has products count bigger than 0. This is empty state, oh my god. It's not super engaging in my opinion. Yeah, so sorry for the sparkles. Actually, this soda is from 7-Up, and I haven't drink 7-Up style soda for a while, and it is very tasty. But my best bet here is the Sinca Zero Sugar Lemon Soda. It's very tasty, and it is very sour, and I like the sourness a lot. I even, when I was drinking beer, and now I'm not, by the way, I prefer sour ales and something like that, or maybe IPA, so I just need some sides of the spectrum, not the regular boring taste. By the way, I need to localize it. Or maybe not. Actually, it is for the developers. The thing for the developers could be not translated. Yeah. Because developers understand English, especially the English in style. Upload, download, re-upload, error message, blah blah. Everyone understands this stuff. So maybe new guys to talk in Twitter. Nah, just likes and some follows. That's fine, that's fine. Actually, my Twitter profile is growing up very good. It's not super fast, but it's still fast. I think I will hit 1000 in 2 months or maybe 3 months. Depends on what I will be doing, because maybe I would like to travel in some Chiang Mai with my friends. Or maybe I will have a very short trip in Chiang Mai and work more, because I enjoy working, especially building something, especially when someone uses it actually, and you can like work on the feedback, not on some imagination of the feedback. So let me check the Outlook quickly, because probably I have one man who actively using the T app. And also some ads questions. And some promotion questions, so we have added some padding here. Hopefully it will work better for the small wear. Let's compile and check it. I do think that I will exhaust my system resources soon with this approach. But anyway. By the way, where is the preview? Oh, okay. It's here. Actually cool. So Avalonia supports previewing, and this is very cool. It is also working on Linux, on Windows, and on Mac. And this thing is still cropped. but not commit this. How do you market your apps? I've developed an iOS app for the first time. Very clearly it's about marketing. So hello man, on my stream. First of all, you go to the Reddit. You go to the Android apps subreddit. You create some posts here and promote your app. If it is an iOS or Android. But I see you have iOS. Sorry. I have some predefined behavior. So, but for iOS the same. You go to the iOS apps here, some subreddit about iOS apps. You create the posts. You include some links, etc. For example, I have created the breathing app application, and I have created one post about it. So I have talked about it. I have some comments. I included screenshots, and here you go. You have this kind of post that is maybe working for you. So you are doing it for every update, major update you have for your app. You also can search for the particular like communities. For example, I have Sober Tracker, so I posted a lot in the Sober Curious, in the Sober Stop Drinking. I was sharing my own story, so it was kind of natural for me. So you need to find your target audience and to promote the app inside the community where your target audience is like living. For example, if it is B2C app, you probably need to promote it inside TikTok or Instagram. I have created some vids about that without many success. So for me it was like a decent amount of time I was posting about Sober Tracker on the Reddit. I have created a landing page. I have added to the Google Search Console here. As you can see, when it will be loaded, blah blah blah, nothing happened. Let me update this. Okay, for some reason it's not displaying anything right now. But you can believe me, or you can search for some time codes in my stream. Oh, okay, it's loaded finally. So, as you can see, before I had like 0 things here, and after some time I have more than 0 things here. I also actually promoted all my apps on the Twitter, so as you can see, I have 738 followers. And if we open the analytics here, maybe it is in premium section. Yes. Let me open 1 year. And for 1 year, as you can see, I had like almost 0 impressions, and now I still have like more than 1000. And I gained like 700 followers. So you just need some time, and you need to talk about your app on every platform you think it is normal to talk about your app. You could also try to ask someone to exchange reviews, but for me it's not working. So yeah, I kind of skipped this part. So as you can see, I have 1 year on Reddit and I have a very decent karma for thousands. It is mainly from the Stop Drinking community. And it's not like you can post your app here, but you are posting something and some guys are going to your profile, and on your profile you have link to your app, you have link to your other apps. So it's kind of, working all together. So it's kind of hard. And if you don't have some viral potential, it probably will take some time. And I'm not successful indie developer, but I have some success for sure, especially for the Sober Tracker. So I will try to show you the download statistics for Android as well. Let me show it. Let's check this thing here, by the way. Okay, git commit. So for sober tracker, as you can see, I have some not bad occurrences, and let's open the 1 year. As you can see, I had like almost nothing. Almost 1 year ago, I had almost nothing. Nothing happened at all. But I posted, I have updated my app. I posted, updated app, posted, and finally I have some very decent downloads. Not super decent, but it's better than this. And I also think like it will grow bigger in January, because in January everybody starts a new life. So my app should be on topic. Let me actually post this thing on the Twitter. As you can see, yeah, I'm actually posting about everything. I'm doing some streams. I enjoy doing this stuff, but it is also helping me to promote some my own ideas, etc. I have found some community, for example, Arthur, that you can see on the screen. He's working with Reddit, he's creating some Reddit startup. We have talked in some group that I was invited to because I was posting on building public community. So yeah, for example, you can go to the building public community and post about your app, or maybe in community about the startup community is even better, maybe, because in building public we have a lot of spam right now. And also, you know, you can find your communities that match your target audience and posting that thing. So I suppose for the indie it is the way. You need to find the target audience community and start posting about your stuff here. Not in direct way, maybe in some indirect way. Like, hey man, for example, I'm working out and I have some working out app. But initially you just share your work trainings, your gym results, etc. So this is the stats for the Google Play Sober Tracker downloads. It is dramatically increased in 4 months for my scale. Yeah, always do some reality check, because dramatically it's only for my scale. For someone it's just nothing. So yeah. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, 5. Maybe even 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have bragged about it on the Twitter. Let's go here, let's try to rerun our app. Yeah, no problem, by the way, man. Have a good luck. And I wish you the best, because indie hacking is a very hard thing to do. So as you can see, here we have accomplished something. We need to commit this thing actually. Can we create some commit message? Hooray, we can do this using the Copilot. Implement App Store connection. Okay. By the way, what about localization? Because maybe it will be needed in the future, but maybe it's not needed at all. We need to have some onboarding, by the way, for this kind of app. Let's just have some infrastructure before we are too I don't know how to say it. Anyway, too long. But it's not too long for sure. Retrofit later. Actually, retrofit is the library. Okay. So I have answered the Telegram stuff. Let me add the structure. Yeah, but it's still cropped, by the way. In my opinion, it's not cropped, by the way, because you know it's parts. Yeah, I just need to make better screenshots. Let's go with that. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. So for example, this screenshot is better. Watch shapes. Let's improve them here. In-app experience. I don't believe that they actually tested it. I think it is automatically detected. Like on screenshots, I have some cropped content. That's why it is automatically rejected. And we also will add some complications. Let's have some new section, various support. Let's try to save it. Let's change these screenshots here. Actually only one screenshot, because others are not bad. So how we can move them? Like change the order? Okay, it is not possible. So let's try to send them again. Hopefully it will work. But if not, let's update everything we can. because I don't need an example. I already know how to localize things. But it is very, very boring stuff to do. So yeah, LLMs are much better for this kind of work. Asking my friend about if we are going to go somewhere soon, like in 2 hours, because it is time. In the evening I will have one more stream, by the way, about crypto. We will talk, but in Russian, but we will talk about crypto a lot. So if you are kind of interested in crypto, stay tuned and subscribe. I'm not super crypto guy, but I definitely have some understanding and I have some respect for that. That's why I have some interest to talk with, and I also like to talk. And actually on this stream I will be more silent and I will just listen to the guys that will show me how to use the crypto to make more yields for the stable coins you have. So yeah, if you would like to hear about that, subscribe. But it will be in Russian, and this stream is not in Russian, because indie hacking is something that you need to talk about in English, in my opinion. So compacting, okay. Let's commit changes in this stuff, by the way. It is T-timer Android. Sorry for the sparkings. Actually nothing to commit, but anyway. But something to push. Auto commit. Let's close it for now. Hopefully it will work, because I think it is showing up on the Wear OS nicely. I don't see it as a problem, but maybe it is. In opinion of the reviewers. Let's see. Maybe I can show you how I'm working on the not localization, on the SEO. So I have Claude subscription, as you already know, and in Claude you have Claude Code, as you already know, and in Claude Code web version you can select the repo that you shared, and I have some Next.js landing pages and one static page, and I am just asking, like, I'm prompting it like that: hey man, write the optimized blog article. So it's very simple. But the thing is, I have a blog template post And I have some instructions like you need to add related articles, you need to localize it, and it is working very well. I have a nice localization for all of my apps, because now localization is very simple. It is also something you can do solely right now, and it may be your like advancement. You can have localization, for example, in Chinese. You can test keywords, and you can, you know, take more than loads than your rival just because you have paid some little more attention than he. That is very cool. And it is definitely not something you should ignore. It is something you should try to utilize in your workflow, because right now it's very, very simple to do localization. And we have some automatic screenshot creators, we have LLMs, we have everything we can to increase our traction and attention for different markets. So, kind of that. We are talking about our travel and destination today, for this day. I have 7 hours before stream, so I need to do something before I will stream about crypto and about stable coins and blah blah blah. So yeah, everything is planned, just as planned, as Captain Eisen said. So something is happening here, I don't know. You should not look into that stuff because it's dangerous. Let me try to move it to the editor maybe. No, it's not working. Okay, it is working. So it helped. So we are completing our localization. It should be quick, but not so quick, because we have already created a lot of things, and because I probably need to recreate the chat, because sometimes you need to do so. This chat is from very past, like from yesterday, and it is time to recreate it. So yeah, it is. It is not working well. Let me interrupt this and kill this thing, so yeah. Commit changes, and I'll create new chat. because you know some UI glitches happening. Maybe one more change before finishing, but yeah, it is something that we need just to commit and recreate the chat because it's not working well. I will not resume it, but just ask my friends to work. Again, check the localization again and blah blah blah. Localize stuff, please. This is from past session. And I also need to run the init to create CloudMD. That will like improve the speed of changes for the future work. It is something you need to do. So my to-do list. Accidentally I clicked on it. You should not see. But there is nothing like criminal in this list. Let's accept edits. Hooray! Something is happening. Actually, let's check the Twitter. What about this thing, by the way? It is already rejected or not? No, it is not sent. It should be sent, by the way. Yeah, it is in review. Good. And Flowbreeze application is already updated, by the way. In Android, but not on iOS. On iOS, it will take some time. So check if we need to modify anything more or everything is localized. Sorry, I have mistyped one letter and other are just not working after that because I am using the blind type method. It is very important to hit the first one in sequence, or if you are not hitting it, you need to go back and start from the first one. It is the golden rule. So yeah, if you have missed one, you need to go back. Never continue your series. Sometimes it will work, but our brain is hardwired against it, as I understand. So we are still localizing our stuff here. We should not have some many strings, but let it be for the future. I don't like to waste more time in the future when I will have more strings. That's why it is important to do so right now. And not in the some kind of future that will be bright and perspective. So everything is shaping very well. I will have some upload P8 files soon. I will use my own. And I will try to test my app to make the prices according to the price indexes. because, you know, I even don't need some analytics or any analytics. I just need to be able to select some index that I will check against and to be able to set my prices for the selected application. So basically the functionality is rather simple. I need to display my apps, I need to be able to select and fetch details of my app, and I need to be able to set my app details, the in-app details. Sounds not very hard. Check once again. Because sometimes, you know, it's just not doing the job properly, especially in this field of play. The localization, it is oftenly missing the hard-coded strings, and you will find it in the future, like when you are using some screenshot maker. Window title, nope, but check other strings. So I'm asking it for a few times because it's much more efficient to do so. Maybe it is already accomplished, but anyway. Hooray, we have some hard-coded strings in view models for sure, and we also need to localize it, because it will not work well in the future. Actually, I remember converter pattern for the MVVM. So yeah, I'm going back to my roots. Yeah, we should use keys. And we also will add this node in the CloudMD for sure. Because it is important to do that right now. I have talked about it for 4 times already, maybe. But I still need to tell you that this is important one more time. Even 2 seconds of watching reels making me dumber. By the way, I have super grog, but I don't understand what to do with this stuff. Because they have baited me for the cheaper subscription for 3 months, and I have subscribed, but I don't understand what to do with the grog, because it feels like it is not very useful for me. Maybe I need to try it as a general AI, but I'm using the Gemini right now for that purpose. So maybe I was just baited and wasted money. Anyway, I will earn them back using my unbelievable products. Let me check the analytics for the stream, by the way. It is almost 2 hours already, so this is very cool. I have 65 views with a very short view duration, but maybe it will improve a bit later when the stream will be processed and someone will look at that. But the stream is very, very relaxing because we are just, you know, creating some localization, worked on some Wear OS submission. I will need to create some recap. Actually, the most beautiful part of this stream was answering to the guy named Shell Shock about how to promote your apps, so it's kind of was useful information. And the other things are very, very chaotic. But maybe that's fine. You know, the streaming is a separate thing from videos that you have pre-recorded. Sometimes it is something you do and nobody listens. Sometimes you interact with users. Sometimes nothing just happens at all. And sometimes it is golden era of streaming for you. Anyway, I just love to stream some stuff and to content create something. Also on Windows it feels like it is easier to do, by the way. So today at the evening I will stream more, and I will try to stream on Windows maybe, if I will fix my camera, because it's Elgato face cam, it's a very nice camera. Okay, we have faced this issue once again, because we have a lot of context consumption and the extension is working not well. I think it's not even extension, it is a terminal in the IDEA based thing. So hopefully I just cannot like look at that stuff and enjoy my life without needing to look to this kind of trashy performance. As you can see, I have some Japan click, by the way, Japanese article click, and this is very cool. By the way, the streaming sounds are electric from Stream Beats, and you can use this thing on your streams. All Stream Beats stuff can be used on the streams. And streams without music are very boring, so I suggest you to stream with music. Maybe more active one, I don't know. Let's see what we have here. Maybe some more dynamic, like something is happening. Okay, something went wrong. Nothing is happening. Okay, well, that's fine. Maybe some Wi-Fi issues, by the way. No, non-commercial use, by the way. So before publishing this stuff, I will need to subscribe to JetBrains. Okay, all product pack is $30. That's not bad. So yeah. Or maybe I can switch to the other development engine then. Anyway, let's go to the Cloud Code. It's still doing something and blinking out very hardly. So let's enjoy our life in another place, because it's not pretty enjoyable to see him in this state. Oh, someone wrote me. Oh, this is Lazada delivery. I have ordered the nuts I really loved the pecan, and I use it with dates, and they're very cheap in Thailand. Not very, but cheaper than in many places. So yeah, I'm kind of consuming it at my evening meal with decaf coffee shots, and I'm sleeping very well under these things. Because you know, caffeine is the main reason that you have bad sleeping experience. So if you don't drink it past 2 or 3 or okay 4, you are doing great. Especially past 4, because caffeine have like a 6-hour period of half blah blah blah. Don't remember how to say it in English. That's why you need to drink it before 3 even, or maybe 2. And for some guys 12. Because you know, if you have some decent sleep, you probably will have a very enjoyable day. And if you don't have a nice sleep, you will have a shit day. This is how the life works at all. So yeah, we are waiting this thing to finish its job. And I'm not doing some active manipulations with other parts just because I am waiting and preparing, morally preparing to go out, because I will end stream soon and we'll try to buy a new Hoka sneakers and to go to some walk. But we have accomplished few things that I need to post about it, but I will probably do this after I will return. Maybe the stream will be already processed and everything will be better. So yeah, I'm kind of regularly streaming right now, almost every day, maybe except yesterday. But today I will have 2 streams, so it is kind of balanced. New balance. So yeah, it's still not super comfortable. Sometimes still it's not very enjoyable, but it's better than before. And I also have set up with 2 laptops right now. On the left side I have Windows laptop, on the right side it's a MacBook, and I can jump around. I can do something here, I can do something here, and the main screen, the screen I'm streaming right now. So yeah, Rider is something I will need to take into the account. I almost forgot that I have not the old products that I had before, but the non-commercial one. Okay. So we have new keys that we have added. Let's commit changes. And ask this thing to test our strings once again. And after that, we'll check it again. And probably we'll go to the initialize function. So we have the CloudMD file, because it is important to boost the productivity. Check if we have some more hard-coded stuff. Yeah, no changes. We have committed all changes. Mostly comments. Let me check the actual user face and strings. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, we have. I am 22 hours making 6 figures a month. Why could I trying to find proof? No, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm not. Because, you know, I'm just not super believe to your information. Maybe you are not lying, but maybe you are bot. Anyway, also maybe it's true, but why are you posting to some guy with 3 watching right now? Doubt it. So have a nice day and enjoy your life with 6 figures per month. Because, you know, Leo Seal also making 6 figures per month, but he will not write something to me in my chat. For sure. What is this? Ah, tears. Okay. That's fine then. So nothing is happening. We are just waiting. Delivery is completed. That's fine. Why they don't? Oh, okay, yes, they have. I already forgot about it. Maybe I can restream on the X, by the way. Oh, by the way, on the Tuesday we will have a new stream with my indie hacking buddy, and it will be in English. We will talk about mobile app development. He have some health application. I have some small health related applications. So we'll try to talk, because why I'm saying try, because I'm not native English speaker. That's why maybe something will go wrong, and the stream will be something I am ashamed of. But it is what it is. You know, we need to take some risks. And also, it's not something like very dangerous to do in your life. Hooray! Let's get at our changes. Let me. He understands me finally. That, you know, I'm asking for the additional checks every time he tries to finish the job. Maybe one more check. Maybe one more last check. Yeah, because, you know, maybe he have not finished the job. Context law. Yeah, we need to compact it. I agree. Strange that it is not completed automatically, but anyway. Oh, 2 hours of streaming уже. Already. Уже it is already in Russian. I still have these reactions, like native reactions in native language. When I am like surprised or something like that, I am still using my native language for sure. Or I am laughing a lot. But maybe it is natural. And it is not something I need to change. Or maybe it will be changed if I live somewhere for a while. In some different language environment. Let's see. Check if we have any hard-coded strings. Let me search for this guy, by the way. Okay, nothing can be found. Hooray, it's not something I will need to remove from my stream. Do we believe to this? Because I am not. But anyway. Would you like me to fix all stuff that is not debug or develop? So we are almost there. The localization is almost completed. Actually, the C# is very cool language. That's why, you know, it is always nice to see and read this stuff here. Also, probably I need to refactor some parts of the app that is already like exceeding the maximum size. But let's wait. Yeah, I would like to cover only the 50 regions, countries for now. Because this is the main regions. And we will have 4 strategies for pricing adjustments in the MVP. Maybe I will change it a bit later, but for now, no. So we are building our stuff here to check if everything is working. It should be. Let me close this thing. Let me commit changes by using this button. Commit and push actually. Push. Let's push some stuff. Okay, I need this thing to be able to do so. Let's just open it here and push here. Because here I have authorized GitHub. Let's try to run it. For some reason it is not possible. I need to select some configuration. Fix the run configuration. Maybe it is possible to do so right there. Should be. Found the issue. Hooray, we have working configuration. Hopefully. Let's try to run it to check that everything is building. Hooray, it is working. We will have the separate thing for the Google Play console as well. And dashboard will be about projects maybe. So kind of that. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day. I will stream today about crypto at the evening. See you later, guys and girls.